Hi everyone. As much as I'm trying to limit my movement and um, not go out if not absolutely necessary, well, every now and then you have to go out to get some essential items and pick up some groceries, buy some produce. And so I'm about to go out. Not too far, maybe like within a 3 mile radius. Um, and also, I have to go pick up the Sunday edition of the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel because one of my letters to the editor got published today. Um, it's about the coronavirus crisis, and so I have to go pick up a copy. And as always, I have my essential protection gloves on because when I'm out and about in the store, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not touching things that could, lead to the spreading of germs, obviously. And also, one of the great things is if you're not wearing gloves and you are entering a grocery store and you're getting a cart before you enter through the gate, there are, as you know, sanitizing wipes that they keep at the near the gates that you can get a few of those and kind of clean the handles of your shopping cart, and that way you'll be safe. Unfortunately, still I could not find any hand sanitizer. None of the stores have them, and I checked a few. I checked a drugstore. I checked um, um, one of the big chain stores and a grocery store, other department stores. I could not find a single bottle of hand sanitizer anywhere. Not even the little ones, the pocket carry ones. But that's okay. If you're washing your hand, if you are using the Clorox or the Lysol wipes, um, the disinfecting wipes or the spray, that should help. It's all about being cautious, being aware, making sure that you know where you're touching, making sure that you're not touching your face. We just have to be more alert as the country fights, as the world fights the coronavirus. So, with that, I will now start driving, and we'll see you soon. It's a Sunday afternoon, and usually there isn't much traffic on the road at this time of the day. However, it feels, even for a Sunday afternoon, it feels much lighter than usual. Um, People are mostly staying at home and obviously trying to limit their movement and to follow the principle of social distancing. So I did pick up a copy of the Sunday edition of the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel from a gas station, and what I also did is pick up another pair of gloves. Um, not the ideal. These are actually, as you can see, performance at work. These are work gloves, but that's okay. But I'll tell you what, it's very difficult wearing gloves and just going out there doing regular stuff. For example, I had to take out my credit card from my wallet, and wearing these gloves, it's not easy. And so it slows you down. It's quite an inconvenience, but I guess with the whole coronavirus situation, we have to do whatever we can to protect ourselves. So here's the Ideas Lab section of the journal Sentinel. And so if you turn to let me just turn the page here. If you turn to page number 3J, letters to the editor, and there's my writing. There's a silver lining. You can read it. I hope you get a copy of this newspaper if you can, and just read my letter to the editor and let me know what you think about it. You can leave it in the comments. But the point I made is that we are facing this pandemic, but in this pandemic, we are also seeing the kindness in human heart, how people are reaching out to each other for help, how people are saying, if there are kids at home who need food, and there are kids at home because all the schools are closed, then, let's get food for these kids. If there are elderly people who are stuck at home, then let's get care packages and food delivered to them. So there are many, many other examples. And that's the point I make in this letter to the editor, where I'm saying, as much there is a struggle. There's a struggle. People are afraid. People are scared. And a lot of people are stocking up on supplies. And there's widespread, not really panic yet, but some people are panicking, and there's widespread fear. But in the middle of all this, we can see evidence of the kindness in human heart, how people try to help each other out. So that's what I wrote, and I hope you take the time to read it. Thank you. I am back home after picking up groceries and a copy of the newspaper, and there aren't too many cars on the road. There were people in the grocery store wearing gloves. A lot of them had face masks on, and you could tell that going from one aisle to the other, and as I'm walking across the grocery store, people were trying to maintain distance from each other. People's movements were rather slow. I felt that a lot of people, they did not seem like they were in a rush. And maybe they were in a rush, but people were trying their best to be slow, limit their movement, and make sure that they're maintaining distance from each other. And I also ran into a friend, and we gave elbow bumps to each other. Okay, we didn't even do the fist bump. Obviously, we did not shake hands. No one wants to shake hands these days. But we gave the elbow bump. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and have a great week. And be safe, everyone. Be safe. Thank you.